I have a great clip.
But I want to say this about, we'll leave it off with the food here for a second. I'm convinced, and I'm sure that they're doing studies on this stuff, but when I was a kid, there never used to be as much disease and as much death, and I think it's because of our food. And I'll tell you right now, for the first time, we just got over this hump. You know that now over 50% of men over the age of 40 have erectile dysfunction now.
Pornography.
No, it's
and
not
the
that.
amount of plastic.
It's in the food.
Yeah, it's the amount of plastic that you eat.
I'm saying what you're saying as far as like,
and pornography.
I'm saying what you're saying as far as the dick don't get hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I hope I don't reach that day, man.
Yeah, well, it's due
I won't
to
be worth shit else, man.
Well, it's not that it doesn't. You can. It just doesn't last. It doesn't last as long anymore.
Porn and plastic. They say that most Americans, average American, eats about a credit card worth of plastic every week.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, an entire credit card worth of plastic because of the food that you eat. Yeah. Because it's so heavily processed. It's all plastic packaging.
Think of it. If you eat any fish out of the ocean.
Well, pornography. Okay, this goes into something that could probably take up an entire podcast because I love the subject of neurobiology and neuroscience, and it all ties into that.
As far as like what, beating your cock?
Yeah. Well, especially not just masturbating, but masturbating to porn.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
It does.
You think that causes?
You masturbated to porn before that?
It does.
So you become desensitized to it.
I won't lie, but what I'm trying to do is
I'm trying to masturbate to porn, Rachel.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cut off. It's
50-50 now.
Every
women and men.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut off any kind of input like that. I'm even trying to cut off. I guess if we're getting into that sensory, I'm trying to cut off masturbation in general.
Why? Yeah.
Because it increases the pleasure that you get from sex,
control.
And you have more control. You have more after the first week of someone say not having any kind of self pleasure and using that kind of delayed gratification. Yep. The amount of you get a boost in focus in terms of testosterone release,
about this,
increases.
Rachel?
Yeah. It has to do with primal instincts plus the neurobiology that goes behind it, the neuroscience. It's very much tied into dopamine baseline and and if you don't do any kind of like touching yourself, self-pleasure, any porn, if you kind of do that dopamine detox, you're increasing your ability to focus and your ability to get things done and delay further gratification.
Focus on the fact
in order to get more stuff done, be more motivated.
I'd be focused on the women more. I think the sex more. I think I'd be thinking about it more if I wasn't.
But you thinking about it,
it's in your head.
You thinking about it, it makes you more motivated to do stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking about
what? Beat your fucking cock.
Well, no. But delaying that means you need to focus on it. That's why I mean it ties into something primal.
We used to call it.
Okay, when you wanted to have a mate, you had to do something that made you like worth having a mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So by that logic, it ties into everyday life. So say, I can something in about say sex. I could masturbate, or I could delay that and increase my focus and motivation to get something done.
Okay, project for the next podcast. It's going to be you to bring the receipts. It's going to be up to you to bring your receipts and prove what you're saying.
Okay, I mean, I have an entire podcast that's like probably hours long by Andrew Huberman, that neuroscientist that owns his own lab and runs as a PhD from Stanford.
Select some clips from it and we'll see if we buy it. Because I can tell you right now, I think about it at least once a day.
Sex?
No, sex I think about a lot.
Yeah,
but I don't want to.
I don't want to say once a day like beat my cock, but I want to say like if I don't feel like being bothered, like, you know what I mean, or having that like.
I mean, it's
or just like
on average, men think about sex every 7 seconds.
Oh, not
yeah,
that
and
much.
It's sexier if they can control it.
Not that much. I don't think about sex every 7 seconds. I'm too goddamn busy, man.
No, I mean like just passively.
Maybe if I'm living in my mother's basement, I don't have a job. Maybe I don't know. But I got too much going on. I just don't think about that.
All I'm saying is that kind of delayed gratification because of
now when I was a young man. Yeah. It was a lot more. That's true.
Yeah.
When I was your age,
that's what I mean.
It was filling my brain all the time. It was constantly there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. All right. Well, let's listen to this guy a little bit more.
Here, wait.
I am curious though. Rach, you said that you've cut it out too?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a conscious decision?
Yeah.
What if you just get the urge?
You don't do it, or you do it with your partner. Say like you have someone, or if you don't, more motivation to find something that's stable, healthy, and worthwhile.
Zach, my mom said Zach is spot on, reciting Andrew Huberman.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, your mom knows about this too?
Well,
that's crazy. Like,
furthermore,
First I'm hearing about this.
So
Okay, furthermore-
so you saying so the best thing is not to beat your shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll try it for a week.
well, I'm not saying the best thing.
But
the
I'm
best,
saying so
I'm not
just
saying,
just
I'm
have
say- yeah.
sex and sex and sex instead of beating your dick. Yeah, just have sex
Yeah.
instead of just jacking off.
Yeah.
That's weird though. Just
I mean, just have sex. Well, I mean, obviously it's a lot easier said than done. And I'm not saying that like this is the facts. I'm saying that, these are the facts, but I'm not telling someone what they should do. I'm just saying what I do.
Yeah.
So these are the facts, and that like you can either
so
take
you never
it
get the
however
urge.
you want
You
it.
never get the urge to like just
All the time.
okay.
All the time.
Well, that's what I said. I
Like
said
like it's that's kind of like, you know what I mean.
Rachel just went to the bathroom, by the way.
10 years into the future, I'm telling you right now, they've got the technology is already there, and with AI, that they're going to be able to produce synthetic women, literally synthetic women that are going to feel just like the real thing.
Yeah, they already got that shit out now.
It's close now, yeah. With the
They got it out now.
We'll call them flashlights, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
They're-
I never
flashlights.
seen one of them.
Flash.
I never seen one of
Flash.
them in person. You seen one of them in person? Them little shits they got.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen one yet.
Never used it, but I mean, one of my friends had one time. Like he had it for a little while, and then he threw it out because he was
He was using
just-
it a lot.
yeah, and he just said I had no motivation to like try and get with a girl because I just had
That
a
shit
girl.
was just-
I had a girl.
No, it's not that
I had a girl.
realistic.
I had a girl, and I didn't have to talk
be
to
that
her.
realistic.
It's not. It's close, but it's not that
it's-
realistic.
In terms of mimicking the sensation, it's
of what,
pretty
like
close.
an oral?
No.
Both.
Of a vagina.
Both.
I don't know if you can get that vagina feel from a toy though.
I don't know, man.
It's close. I'm telling you,
What are we talking about?
we're talking about flashlights now. I don't know how we got here.
But anyway,
we were talking about meat earlier.
regardless of all of this,
Hit the like, subscribe button, folks. This is what you.
yes.
You can look forward to more and more of this stuff, just completely
But
random
I'm
stuff.
saying, though, like, I don't know, man. Like that's kind of like
Well, it increases. Okay, so oxytocin is basically the chemical sensation, the chemical release of
Sex bonding.
No, that's like the love hormone.
Yeah.
okay.
That's what
Pair bonding.
oxytocin is. So basically, when you delay that gratification, it increases your
Supply.
It lowers your baseline oxytocin release. So like you get a bigger boost in that love chemical when you have sex with your
Yes.
significant other. Therefore, it makes sex more pleasurable, and it makes you seek it out more, and it decreases your
And when you orgasm, you're gonna have a weirder face.
exactly. It's more you have a bigger sensation, and it feels
Because
better.
it's built
If you
up.
don't-
It's
Talking about all
built
this
up.
stuff.
Yeah,
It's
but when
like-
it's
it's
built up. It's just
Dude, it's like having a bullet train
Yeah,
be
I
like
already
in
know
open,
what you talking about,
be
man.
in open air for like 13 miles straight, and then all of a sudden there's just a tunnel. There's just a tunnel out of nowhere, just plunges through. You know what I mean?
You gotta come up with your own routine. Man.
yo, just a fucking.
Wait, so how long
yeah.
have you been voluntarily celibate when it comes to masturbation, Rach?
Since before my hardware removal in December.
So
So
really,
this-
you've been
yeah,
actively
28.
doing this. This
Yeah.
is interesting to me.
Gang, gang.
It's interesting.
I'm gonna try it though. I can't say like I'll try it.
It's like it
I'm
reminds
not
me of the
saying I'm a creep and just
reminds
beat
me of
my
that
shit, but-
Seinfeld episode, you know, where they all try to.
It's more empowering.
to not play
You
with
feel
yourself.
you feel more in control.
Yes, because I know that there's people that want to sleep with me, but I don't want anybody. So,
So why not play with yourself?
Yeah.
because I don't have a need for it. I don't want to. It's not a thought. I got other things I'm worried about.
After
So you
after
don't-
about
so
a
you
week
saying
and a
you don't
half,
need to- you don't need to come.
after about a week and a
If
half,
you went around here pissing people off and you pissed off, that's what you need. What you talking about?
well, no, but
like,
if you
Zach, hold on,
oh, yeah,
hold on,
yeah.
hold on, 1 minute. Because if your girlfriend chewing your head off, she needs
wants to get
some
laid.
dick.
Yeah.
She needs some dick.
So you give it to
Period.
her.
That's what you do.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah. So I don't, Rachel, she can sit here and tell us what she want to tell us.
Yeah,
but-
I'm not buying it either.
Yeah, like
That's
if
all
your
right.
girl
I mean, I
chewing your
know.
head off, and you know what I mean.
Reminds me of the Seinfeld episode where they all
Like-
they all have a bet to see who would be the first to break the no masturbation pact, and like not even literally a few hours later, Kramer. You remember Kramer from the show?
Yeah.
He puts his money back on the table. Said, "I'm out."
Yeah.
I feel like girls play with themselves way less than men do.
I think so too. I think that's true.
I mean,
way
like,
less.
Way less.
Way less.
Whoa, well, I don't know about that.
I think that's true.
There are.
They
some
got a lot of
girls-
more devices than we do, man.
They do.
You know what I mean? So, like, why
but
wouldn't they?
It's not on their mind like it is for a guy. Like Zach said, guys think about it every 7 seconds or every minute or however long. A girl cannot think about it for.
Yeah. Rachel, I've heard other girls say this. I've heard other girls say this. I just want to confirm. Wait, hold on.
go ahead.
I just want to confirm with you, Rachel. I've heard other girls say this. If you wanted to, you could never have sex again for the rest of your life and like be okay.
Easy.
Because they just
Easy.
girls just don't have. It's a lot more.
Rachel,
From what I've gotten from who I know,
it's enjoy sex, but it's like it's just a plus.
It's
like,
a lot more mental.
So are you?
It really is.
But are you a nympho?
What does that mean?
Like you just if you just have sex, you could keep having sex and having sex and having sex.
Yeah. I dated one of those.
Yeah, but what do you mean by that? Like,
girl
like
that.
as far as like
with random people,
no,
or like my
just
partner,
like with your
or,
partner, like you a nympho, like you come on, man, give me some more of that dick, man. Yeah, come on with the dick.
Oh yeah, I mean,
come on with the dick.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like keep it going.
Yeah, basically that's a
like
nympho.
round for round.
It's like a
kind of
nympho.
thing?
Yeah, that's what a nympho.
I mean,
is
yeah, I
called.
can go round for round.
Yeah.
Most men are not going to be going round for round for
No,
round.
there's not many.
There's not many that can do that.
The refractory period is a BITCH.
But I feel like girls are really more hormonal when they're near their period.
Oh.
And then when they're not, they could give a flying fuck.
Is it the week before?
The week before or the week after?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're learning something on this podcast. So this is a learning podcast. So we're getting out there because Rachel is, trust me, she can get if she wants a man, she can get a man, no problem. Most women can actually. But it's interesting to hear that that's your approach you're taking right now on that. That's actually kind of cool, to be honest with you. But let's get back because okay. Can we do a pledge? You gonna try it for a week?
What's that?
No fap.
Oh yeah. What's that?
No fap.
No playing with your
Can't
dick.
jerk it.
No fap.
You can't jerk.
I don't I really don't
Come
have
on,
to
man.
do. I don't have to do that though. Like you know what I'm saying. I don't have to.
Trust me.
Like, I
Trust
got
me.
options.
After I was gonna say this,
No problem
after
with
about 1 to 1.5 weeks for guys,
Wait, is
specifically
this no sex or just no masturbation?
no masturbation.
So you can have sex.
Yeah, you can
I'm
have sex.
cool with not that.
But
I'm saying,
so
like, I rather-
after about a week to a week and a half of no masturbation,
Yeah.
the urge to masturbate usually tends to dissipate and fall below.
Yeah.
Like at least in my experience and other people that I've talked to, about around a week to a week and a half is when it kind of falls off and starts just leveling out.
Is this what all the college kids are doing now?
I mean, about the first week to a week and a half, it just it's skyrocketing for dudes. Like, you know, you're like looking around, you're kind of like, you feel like a wild animal, you know, in terms of like urges. I'm just, this is just my experience. Like, obviously I have self-control and I love my girlfriend, so I would never do anything. And I only, like, you know, anyway, I'm just saying that it kind of levels off after a while, and then you feel more like you have more control over yourself and your urges, and you feel more mentally capable and in control, I guess. First, it's just a bonus that you could have, and also if you choose not to, it's not really gonna hurt you in any way. But if you choose to watch pornography, that will hurt you in the long run.
Well, it's the same thing as like when you're as a guy. I can only speak for a guy's point of view, but when you're like, you know, when you're with your significant other, but other people are attractive. I mean, you think about it, and then when you're around those people, it crosses your mind.
When guys are watching porn, are they watching it to watch like the female that's on there?
Yep.
Because of the body.
Yep.
So personally for me, when I'm watching porn, because I watch porn, I'm watching it, but I'm thinking of the person that I want it to be with. I'm not actually sexualizing what I'm watching, because I'm picturing the person that I want it to be.
I get that from a lot of lot of females too, though.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's from a lot of females.
Whereas
what
the
I'll say,
guy's
it's more
watching
mental.
it to be like, oh, look at that tit, and look at, you know what I mean?
Because guys are a lot more focused on the physical.
I want it for that.
I think just in my personal experience, like, I think guys are more focused on that kind of like physical, like carnal release, that physical.
It's the shape,
like that physical sex.
Yeah.
Women, from my experience that I've talked to, and just, you know, anything, it's a lot more mental. It's up here.
Yeah.
It's like you're playing a mind game when you're having sex.
Yeah,
and when you win the game is when sploosh. You know what I mean?
It's funny because I've actually, you know, over the years, you know, I've watched enough
Sploosh.
that
Yeah, this is sploosh for me.
seen every type of boob, every type of, you know, vag and all that, and you know, and I have a preference. I do.
think everyone does at some point.
I have a preference. Like there are some pussies that look better than others. I'm just saying, it's true.
I mean, upkeep is an important thing
And
on
it
both
really
sides.
is. It
On
really
both
is.
sides.
Hygiene, yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Very huge.
Or just you know,
None
like,
of the hairy ones.
Pull it back, wash. Something.
Well, just anything hairy tends to hold more. It holds more sweat, bacteria, and BO.
Yeah, I want that thing
So,
shaved.
Wait, circumcised or uncircumcised, Rach?
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Just
Uncircumcised has more risk of STIs.
Long as it's clean. Okay, we got you on record. All right.
that was a little quick.
That was a little quick. Just
Doesn't matter. Just clean.
Rage. Wait a minute.
It wasn't that damn funny.
Hey, goddamn! No, I'm just. It's kind of funny because a lot of women have preferences. Like,
She's like,
I got 5 sons. We all snipped at the top, man. I can't have it no other way.
I mean,
like,
it decreases your
So,
chance
like,
of getting an STI or STD.
I don't know, man.
Whether
I
you
don't
have
know.
skin or whether you don't.
Whether
Yeah.
you don't have skin, because I mean, for
Wait, if you
Jews,
do or don't?
it's kosher to be circumcised.
Yeah, but
Mandatory.
I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like if you
mandatory.
don't have the skin, then you're more exposed to it.
No, it's because of the possibility of bacteria growth
With the skin.
with the skin.
Yeah.
with the
Well,
little
because
hood.
they're not properly washing.
But I think if
And
they have
pulling it
foreskin,
back.
I think it is more sensitive to a guy.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
it's more sensitive.
That's why I
yeah.
asked.
Yeah.
It's more sensitive.
That makes sense. That
'Cause-
actually makes
yeah.
sense. That's
Yeah.
logical.
Well, that's why they have the hood.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. So we're calling it the hood.
that's what it's.
The hood. Yeah, it's like a shotgun. To like use it, you have
Yeah,
to pull the
cock it
hood
back.
back. Yeah, you have to cock it back. That's
I
where
feel
the
like this
term must
show-
come from.
This show is just doomed.
Just figure something out.
We're absolutely
Rachel,
doomed.
no. Like she got a drill.
Yeah, look at her. I know. I think she set you up on that one, Zach.
No, she's a sharpshooter with shotguns. She really knows how to cock it back.
All right. You know what? Hey, wait. Maybe here's a good time to take an intermission. And then we'll just literally 5 minutes. We'll come back and we'll watch the rest of this clip. And
Yeah,
then,
for sure.
And chat, if you're listening, if there's anybody still out there, if there's anybody
Man,
out
no,
there,
this is
Stop
good,
it.
some good funny shit,
give
man.
us a suggestion of
sure.
you want to give us something to react to, and we'll read it when we come back. So go ahead and go to the intermission,
Like,
turn on the mic.